Hi, Doug McCon of RealityMe.net here. We just did a 9-minute unboxing video. I'm going to try to condense that on this video. So we're going to skip all the packaging and go straight to what the product is. The new product in the house is the Matias Ergo Pro mechanical keyboard. And this one's specifically for the Mac, but it can be used on a PC. And it actually has dip switches under one of the keys that you can change the settings and behaviors of the keyboard. You'll notice it's a split keyboard. We'll talk about that right here in a second. And the reason for this is to reduce strain on your wrist. If you are using a keyboard like a traditional laptop keyboard and your wrist is doing this to get to the keys, your hand is putting a lot of strain here. Your hand should never be bent like that. It should be straight, so it comes straight up, and also should not be bent like this. It should be straight. That's for good typing. And what you're going to notice on these keys also, let's start with this half. This half is more traditionally what you'd expect on a Mac keyboard. You've got a function key, control, the option, and then the Mac key there, short space bar. They've also added some nice features over here with some macro keys for undo, cut, copy, and paste, and then a larger escape key. Otherwise, this is very traditional. These keys, again, will work on a PC. You can actually pop the keycaps off and put it on the PC caps if you want. You'll also notice this has feet on the bottom. So if you wanted to, we'll come to that in a second. Let's do the other half. The other half, also very similar. You've got the command key for the Mac, but they've changed the keys over here. We've got some navigation keys, and your arrow keys are smaller, but all your navigation is really in reach of your thumb for better ergonomics. I'm not sure what this is. It's either a power button or a delete key. Otherwise, all the keys are what you would traditionally expect. Let me drop the camera down here. So, with these keyboards, there's some feet on the bottom, so that if you wanted to change, it's called tinting. If you pull these feet out, your keyboard's tinted so that your hand is angled downward. Some people will rest their palm here and find that more comfortable. This keyboard's really designed to be customized for your own comfort. So if we take that foot off and raise this foot, now your keyboard will be at an angle that allows your hand to angle down that way, and it's kind of raised on this spot. The wrist rest is squishy, very nice to accommodate a lot of typing or a lot of writing. And that's really what this keyboard's designed for, is a writer, and that's what a programmer is. A programmer is simply a writer that writes in a language called C# or called Fusion or programming, whatever you want to call it. So this other half of the keyboard has 1, 2, 3 USB ports that can be used for a mouse or whatever other peripherals you want to attach to your keyboard. These are USB 2.0, unlike the DOS keyboard 4 Ultimate that I got 2 days ago, which the Ultimate has no markings on the keys. These have markings on the keys. They both have mechanical switches. This one is actually, the DOS keyboard 4 Ultimate that I got had cherry brown keys. These I think are Alps, and they're actually quieter. This will be a very pleasant keyboard to use in an office environment. Now, you'll notice here we have a micro USB port. That's what you're going to use to connect to your computer. You're going to plug micro USB into the keyboard, USB into your Mac or PC. Now, to connect the keys, they have either a short cable that you can put between these if you're going to keep your keyboards close together, or if you need to really space them out, they have this longer key, it's just a 3.5mm jack that you would plug in here and then plug in over here, and now your components can talk to each other and actually function. That's really it. Wonderful, wonderful keyboard. I like the action on the keys. I like the quietness of it. It is labeled, unlike the DOS keyboard. Oh, look, there is a control key right here. That's nice. So if you're typing and you want to hit control, you have a control key there, command key here, command option control. Very large control key here, control key the size of a regular key there. I wonder how many typos I'm going to make because I'm going for the B with my index finger on my right hand. You've been listening to Doug. Mechanical keyboards are the bomb.